Scott is all stuck in the house. And I'm making sofritos, so I figured, why not do a test run on this video thing that I'm trying to do. Corona's trying to mess up everybody's plans, but it's okay. Better safe than sorry. So some of these peppers look like they're already gonna go because I used them for catering this weekend. See? But they're still pretty decent. So I'm gonna chop them up and use them to conserve them and not throw them in the garbage. In here I already got some of the stuff I'm gonna use. Some cilantro, some garlic. I haven't done the onions because I don't like onions to make me cry, but that's gonna happen anyway, so I'll leave those for last. I've already rinsed and washed these, so they're pretty good to go. Doesn't matter how you cut them, just cut them up. If you hear children in the background, yes, those are mine. If anyone wishes to take them in quarantine, send me a DM and I'll ship them off. That's how I'm feeling. One of the easiest things you can do is a sofrito, especially in times like these that you know you're going to be cooking a lot, or you should be cooking a lot instead of ordering out, because it's the safest thing. You make this, make a batch, you have extra, freeze it, use it when you need it as a base to all of your home cooked meats and dishes and beans and moros, and I pretty much use this for anything. Here come the tears. Oh, I hate it. And trust me, I've tried all the tricks. The water by the sink, the keeping your mouth open and breathing, which is so ridiculous, but it does kind of work. And yeah, I've tried it all, especially when it's a good onion like this one. Okay, let me hurry up and get this out of here. All right, we have enough in here for right now, so I'm gonna start blending, which means I'm gonna take some water. And I'm gonna add it to the blender, just to loosen it up. I'm also gonna take some salt. I use pink Himalayan sea salt. I do season my sofrito. I don't season it to an extent where it's gonna be fully flavored, but it does bring the juices out of the vegetables. So I will also be adding a little bit of pepper. Not too much, just a little bit. And oregano. I should have had that out already. Yes, guys, I have a full pantry full of different spices that I should have had out. But again, you know, I'm a newbie at this whole recording thing, so. All right, I'll find that in a minute. Let me get to this. Let me add a little bit of these. I pre-cut these yesterday because I used them, some of them for dinner, and the tears are still coming down. And then you kind of just keep going, you know, because obviously my blender is pretty much full to the brim. So, I should close it. Bring this closer. And start the blending. So cover your ears. Alright, so now is the magic hour where you're going to see me pretty much put it away. I'm gonna use different containers. I have a bunch of mason jars. I lose them all the time because if I have events, sometimes I store things in them and I don't get them back, or they break or whatever. So I'm getting the mason jars. I'm gonna store them, and then, like I said, I'm gonna split them into 2. So I should have enough sofrito for the next month or so. Well, that's a lie, because I use this a lot and I'm heavy-handed on it, and with the way things are looking, I'm gonna be cooking a lot. So maybe a month. Let's see. I kind of do have a thing with cleaning as I go. I'm not trying to make the video long. So this is the first jar. And like I said, this is regular sofrito. Nothing fancy crazy. I gotta get new logos. My logos are just coming off of everything. I'm gonna put another bit in this plastic one, because that's the one I'm gonna use for now, for like the week. I'm gonna store the glass one over here. Okay, so now I have just about half. Yep, well, less than half, but that's fine. Just about half of the sofrito that I made. I wish I could zoom this in better, but it is what it is. So I have just about half of what I'm gonna be using right here. The other half I'm about to blend with, I'm gonna put a little bit more red pepper. I have a bunch of green pepper. I forgot to mention, I also added some green onion. Why? Because I had it and I didn't want it to go bad, and I don't use it a lot. I mean, I do, but it depends what I'm making. So I put it in here. So this is gonna have an extra, because green onion has a garlicky onion flavor. It's not just like, it doesn't just taste like onion. So here we go with the tomatoes. I'm gonna try to move this to the side. I'm not showing myself because it's not about me, it's about the food. And I'm gonna try to move a little closer so you guys can see me chop up these tomatoes. Remember, this one I'm going to cook, so that's a whole different angle of the camera that I'm gonna have. I'm cutting the cores out. You know, obviously nobody wants to eat that. And I leave the seeds. I throw them in there whole. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna need so much of them, because I don't know what. If anybody knows what to do with the rest of this, I was gonna make tomato sauce, but I have tons of that. And I don't really use these for like homemade pasta sauces. I would rather use San Marzano, which are already in a can, and they're ripe, and they just have a different flavor than this, which is like a normal salad tomato type of thing. If that made any sense. All right, so I added 1 whole tomato, and I think I'm gonna add 1 more. Where's another one that's not so damn big? That one was huge. This one over here. Let me flip this and show this a little bit better. That's not the view of me that you like. There we go. Yes, I'm one of those that cooks, and even though I have a really nice trash can, it's on the other side of the kitchen. So I always have my handy little supermarket bag right there by my legs, and when I'm done cooking every day, I throw it in the garbage. So I kind of have 2 garbage cans. All right, so this is good. I'm gonna add a little bit more, like I said, a little bit more of everything except vinegar, because it has enough. And a little bit more of this sazón completo. Like I said, not too much, just a sprinkle. And a little bit more oil. Why? Because I just added tomatoes. This is vegetable oil. I do have my oils in nice, pretty containers, but I'm gonna use those to cook. So since I have extra, I'd rather use the extras and the excess for the sofrito. So the next phase of this, you're gonna see me at the stove. Sorry, I keep getting cut off because someone keeps calling. But yeah, so I'm gonna make, like I said, I'm making the base. As you can see, it's filled to the top. I'm making the base, and then I'm gonna split it. And I'm also gonna find the oregano because it's kind of bothering me, because the tomato-based one definitely needs oregano and some vinegar. So we'll get to that in a second. I think I'm gonna add the last one. Okay, it's not gonna hurt because these babies are not, I don't want them to go bad. So I'm gonna just throw them up in there. Enough of that loudness. See you at the stove. So this is about done. I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to let it cool. I actually have a towel set on the windowsill with the window up. Containers, or whatever container she could find. But best believe it was a treasure to have. And you know, when I did that pitch competition over a year ago, this was the one that sold the most. I don't know if it was the story about it or what it was, but it makes me a bit nostalgic. So here we go. I'm using this to ladle each of these. They are boiled and disinfected, as you should, to all of your mason jars. Mainly if you're pickling, but because this is something that is going to be in the freezer and it is cooked, I suggest you always boil your glass containers before, you know, putting anything in it. Like I said, I will label them, but right now I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna make sure that they're all in jars. And I'm gonna leave them out in the jars because they're still kind of warm. So I will leave them here by the window so that they can, you know, cool down a bit more. So again, this is a 2-ounce ladle.